Hello and welcome everyone. Today I would like to explain question tags with you. So let's start. Tag questions are formed by a statement and a question tag. The sentences in blue are the statements and the part in red is the question tags. So look at the first example. That is your dog, isn't it? That isn't your dog, is it? You work in a bank, don't you? You don't work in a bank, do you? Sarah liked the film, didn't she? Sarah didn't like the film, did she? These are the statements with the question tags. For more clarification, let's talk about the verb to be and the verb to have. It is lunchtime, isn't it? They have finished, haven't they? When the sentence is affirmative, the question tag is negative. عندما يكون الفعل المساعد مثبت يكون في السؤال الذيلي منفي. It is lunchtime, isn't it? They have finished, haven't they? Look at the other examples. It isn't raining, is it? They haven't finished. Have they? When the sentence is negative, the question tag is affirmative. وعندما يكون الفعل مساعد منفي يكون في السؤال الذيلي مثبت. It isn't raining, is it? They haven't finished. Have they? Do, the verb to do. Look at these examples. The sentences has no auxiliary. So if the sentences have no auxiliary, you should put do or does or did in the question tags. Look at the first example. You work in a bank, do you? Sarah likes the film, doesn't she? Sarah liked the film, didn't she? Look at the first example. Because the verb here is present, we should use don't, and because the statement is affirmative, we should use in the question tag here negative. Don't you? Sarah likes the film. Sarah is just a woman, and the statement is affirmative. We should use here in the question tag negative. Doesn't she? Sarah liked the film. Liked is past, so we should use here did for the past. Didn't she? Because the statement is affirmative, we should use here the question tag negative. You don't work in a bank, do you? Because here is negative, we should use here in the question tag affirmative. Sarah doesn't like the film, does she? Sarah didn't like the film, did she? When the sentence is negative, the question tag is affirmative. عندما يكون في الجملة منفي فيكون في السؤال الذيلي مثبت. Modal verbs. When we use modal verbs in the statement, the question tag is formed with the modal verb that matches the tense of the statement and the pronoun that matches the subject of the statement. Look at the first examples. Susan should pass her exam, shouldn't she? Should here is affirmative, so in the question tag we should change it into negative. Shouldn't she? And because Susan is a woman, we should write the pronoun here she. You can play the violin, can't you? Here is affirmative can, and in the question tag is negative, can't you? Charles couldn't find a job. Could he? Because couldn't here is negative, we should write in the question tag affirmative. And Charles is a man, we should write here he. Could he? The fourth example, he must exercise. Mustn't he? And the last example is I can't go. Can I? can't as negative. We should write in the question tag here can as affirmative. Suggestions and imperative في الاقتراحات والأوامر. In this, after a suggestion with let's we use shall we, and after an imperative we use will you. في الاقتراحات نستخدم shall we دائما وفي الأمر دائما نستخدم will you. Look at the first examples with suggestions. Let's go for a walk, shall we? Let's play chess, shall we? In the suggestion statements, we always write in the question tags shall we. But the imperative statements, we always write will you. Open your book, will you? Don't shout, will you? Here, in both cases, affirmative and negative imperatives, we use will you. That means in the imperative statement, if the statement is affirmative or negative, we always write the question tag will you. Exercise. Do the exercise and I will give you just 5 seconds to answer and to complete the question tag. If you need more than 5 seconds, stop the video. Pam and Linda are working. The answer is, aren't they? Andrew had visited Bath before. The answer is, hadn't he? Elephants can't fly. The answer is, can they? We shouldn't do this. The answer is, should we? School starts at 8:25. The answer is, doesn't it? Fatma will be in class. The answer is, won't she? You've got 3 cats. The answer is, have you? Be careful. The answer is, will you? Let's write again. The answer is, shall we?